Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie and today we're going to be recreating this style. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do that and let's get right into the video. So for this tutorial, you need about 6 yards of Ankara print. So I'm going to be making use of 6 yards of fabric. So what we'll be doing next is cutting out the down part first. So now to know the amount of fabric to fold, Ankara is by 46 inches. The length is 46 inches, right? So you fold your fabric into two and you fold your fabric to get 46 inches. After folding your fabric, make sure you have 46 inches as you can see. So we need to do a little bit of calculation before cutting out the flare. So now you need your waist measurement plus your nipple to nipple measurement, then plus 1 inch for your seam allowance. So the waist I'm working with is 33 inches plus the nipple to nipple, which is 8 inches plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. So it will give me a total of 42 inches. So what you need to do now is whatever you get, that's the 42 inches, you divide it by 3.14. So when I divide 42 by 3.14, I had 13 inches. So now what I'll be using is this 13 inches here. So just look at what I did. My waist plus my nipple to nipple plus 1 inch for my seam allowance. So the waist is 33 inches plus my nipple to nipple, which is 8 inches plus 1 inch for sewing allowance, which is 42 inches. So 42 divided by 3.14 will give me 13 inches. So since my table is too small, I'm going to be cutting it on the floor. So after folding my fabric into two, go ahead, I'll chalk that 13 inches all around now. So I'll chalk 13 inches all around. So just watch what I'm doing. So whatever you have, after doing the calculation, you chalk it all around, just the way I am chalking mine. So after chalking the lines, I'm going to make it visible. Then what we'll be doing next is taking out our half length. So the half length is 17 inches and the full length of this dress is 60 inches. And you know we're going to be adding ruffles at the down part. So the ruffles is going to be 10 inches. So I took out my half length, which is 17 inches, and then I chalked the length of the skirt. So the length of the skirt, I'm making use of 33 inches, then 10 inches for the ruffles. Hope you understand. So guys, the total length of this dress is 60 inches. The half length is 17 inches. Then this skirt part, I'm making use of 33 inches. And then the ruffles is 10 inches, which will give me total of 60 inches. Hope you understand. So I'm chalking 33 inches all around. So you rotate your tape, you chalk your 33 inches all around. So I added 1 inch for joining allowance, which is 34 inches. So you chalk 34 inches all around. And then after chalking my 34 inches, I'm just going to stop here and make the lines visible. So what I'll be doing next is curving my skirt from the waist to the length. So from this point, you curve it in depending on how exposed you want it to be. So from this point, I'm just going to curve it in. So just watch what I'm doing. So after curving it in, I'll make the lines visible, then we are good to go. So after curving, this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead now to cut out my skirts. So it's very simple. Just watch the video again and you understand. So after cutting, you need to notch the middle parts. It's very important you notch so you don't get confused. So guys, this is what it looks like. So this is the full skirt and this is it. One will overlap the other. So we're good to go. We're going to move to the cutting table now. So guys, please do not forget to notch, like I said, notch the top part of the skirt. So after doing that, we're going to be cutting the ruffles. So the ruffles, like I said, I'm making use of 10 inches. So what you need to do is to check what you have all around. So from this waist point here, I'm going to use my tape and check what I have all around. So you check what you have from this waist to the other waist. So guys, after checking what I had was 135 inches. So after checking what I had all around, I had 135 inches. So now we're going to be cutting the ruffles. So now before cutting the ruffles, you check where you want, which part of the skirt you want to overlap the other one. So you check where you want your skirt to overlap. After doing that, we're going to be cutting the ruffles. Now to cut the ruffles, from the waist part, that's at the top part of the skirt, that's one that is overlapping. The ruffles will not get to the top part, so you come down to like 5 inches or 7 inches thereabout. So I came down to 5 inches, and then that's where my ruffles will start from. So what I'll be cutting for the ruffles is 130. So guys, for the ruffles part, I'm going to be making mine as a fillet. So you can make yours a long fabric and then you pleat. It depends on how much fabric you have at home. So for me, I am making mine as a fillet. I folded my fabric into four, and then I'm going to be chalking 3 inches all around. So I'll chalk 3 inches all around, and then I'll connect the lines together. So guys, the length of the ruffles is 10 inches, but I'll be adding extra 1 inch for joining allowance, which is 11 inches. So I'll chalk 11 inches at that point, and then rotate my 11 inches all around. After doing that, I'll connect it into a straight line, and then I'll be cutting it out. So guys, after cutting it out, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to open one part, and then this is it. So I'll cut a lot of this and then join them together to have 130 inches. So what I had here was 26 inches thereabouts. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the rest, and then I'll add them together. So after cutting and adding them together, this is what it looks like. So I had 130 inches, as you can see. So guys, in case you do not have enough fabric, just cut a long fabric and then pleat yours instead of making it a fillet, just in case you do not have enough. So now at the waist, I'll come down by 5 inches. So I came down here by 5 inches, and then my ruffles will start from that point. So I came down from the waist by 5 inches. That's the one that will overlap. I came down by 5 inches, and then I'll place my ruffles and then stitch using half inch all around. So guys, for this point that I came down by 5 inches, I'm just going to fold it in later on. Then for the half length, I've sketched out my bodice. As you can see, for the back, this is the back. I have my shoulder divided by 2. I came down to the chest line, and then my waist, that's my half length. For the neck, I'm using 3 by 2 inches, and I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I curved out my armhole. So I have here my bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches. At the waist, my waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches, and I connected the line. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the back. So guys, for the front, I have my fabric folded into two. So what I'll be doing is placing my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. The nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2 will give me 4. I'll be adding half inch to it, that's 4.5. So I'll chalk 4.5 inches all the way down. So I'll chalk 4.5 inches all the way down. Then I'll connect it into a straight line. So what I'll do next is to place my back piece after that line. Then I'll go ahead now to cut out the exact thing I have. So guys, if you've watched the video to this point and you're yet to subscribe to my channel or like this video, kindly do that, and let's get right back. So guys, from the neckline here, I'm just going to choke this point, and then from the neckline I'll slash all the way down. So I'll use my ruler to do that. So it depends on how exposed you want your cleavage to be. So I just came in a bit. I don't want it to expose. So this is what it looks like, as you can see. So I'll go ahead now to cut out. So guys, after cutting out, I have 2 pieces for the front and 1 piece for the back. So I'll go ahead now to use my bias to pipe the neckline. So after doing that, I'll hold the shoulder with half inch and then shape the top. So guys, for the down part, that's the skirt part, I've added my ruffles to it. As you can see, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be adding the half length to the down part. So at the notch line there, so it's important for you to notch. Like I said, you fold your half length into 2, then you notch the middle part of the back, and then you place it at that notched part, and then you stitch using half inch all around. So guys, for the belt, I've gone ahead to cut out the belt. I have 2 pieces, as you can see. So we're going to be adding it to the dress. So I'll take one of the belts, I'll add it to the other part of the wrap. So I'll add it here and then stitch neatly. Then I'll add the other one as well, and then I'm going to be stitching it neatly. So place it, stitch neatly, and So guys, after doing that, I'm going to open up the part that has the overlapping. I'll open up the seam allowance a bit, and then we're going to bring out the belt from that point. So guys, for the sleeve, I'm not adding sleeve to mine. Mine is going to be a sleeveless. So in case you want to add this same sleeve to yours, you cut out a long fabric. What I have here is 6 inches. So I'm going to fold the down part and then pleat this other part into the armhole. So you do the same thing for the other sleeve, but I will not be doing that. I'll just show us the end result. So guys, this is what the dress looks like. As you can see, hope this tutorial was helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop a comment. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok at So It Says. I love you guys and do have a blessed day. Bye.